to me. How in the world does your winning make me a loser? If I'm a loser, I was born a loser this morning. That shit don't got nothing to do with you. You don't even know I exist a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't equate. Oh, the only reason why I'm not number one in the game is because Drake is still around. To any idiot that would say that shit, it's mind blowing to me. And some people really believe that. They really believe that the reason why they're not at the top of their game or the top of the game is because someone else is already there. And it's like, bro, you are living in the strangest caliber of delusion. You're not even competing with this person. Even if you were, like what you just said is so idiotic. You can't win because somebody else is already sitting in a spot that belongs to you that you didn't even know existed until you saw that person sitting in that spot. What the hell are you talking about? I can't be the biggest in the world because Michael Jackson's already there. There didn't exist until Michael Jackson stood there. So how is a person taking what's yours? I don't understand. That role, that part, that career path didn't exist until that person got there. And even if you are in a company or a business and like, you're a CEO or something like that, it's like, oh, I can't be CEO because this person's already CEO. You're just trying to find a way to work yourself into something that someone else created anyway. So it still doesn't make any sense. I want to be CEO, but I can't be CEO because this person's CEO of someone else's company, of someone else's shit. You want to fight to find a way to be the top of someone else's mountain and you're mad because someone else isn't giving it to you? What are you talking about? This is idiotic. Like haters live life on idiot logic and it's crazy to me, but it just is what it is. I'm sorry, no, I missed a lot of comments. Good morning, Hannah, what up? I'm gonna send you a DM with info for boss videographer friend of mine out where you're performing. Oh, that's what's up. Send it through, Lanaya. I love that quote. Right. I does a little bit of wax though, so I'm unserious. Wax. Takes a long time to learn that. Being too nice and not being walked on. Right. You gotta know that. Remember me makes me cry because she was unforgettable. Right. Lanaya says, and this comment was filtered, God made the universe. The universe will show you your designated path from him. Right. It's very true, man. Like, we gotta understand that stuff. Like, to anybody that will rationalize that they're losing for some reason because someone else is winning is like damn ridiculous. What are you talking about? But haters really, like, some people really walk around the world like this. And it's mind blowing to me because it doesn't make sense. But we as a people, we gotta decide what it is that we want. You know what I'm saying? Who do you want? Who do you want? I love that you don't cuss. I can't insult without vulgarity. I absolutely cuss, Boo Queen. I cuss a lot. I'll be honest with you. I cuss a lot. But I'm doing my best to not cuss on the live because I'm hearing that like it'll ban you or it'll not allow you to do that stuff. But I absolutely cuss. I just don't overly do it. But sometimes a cuss word is the perfect thing to do. I cuss a lot, honestly. I cuss a great amount. He does cuss. Song request. What is love, please? I'll definitely put that on in a few. Yeah, I definitely cuss. Please don't put me into that shit. Like, y'all, sometimes, you know what's weird too? Like, sometimes you'll be a good example of something, and you'll be a good example. What Garrett was at you album release party. Oh, okay, Garrett was at your album release party. Sure was fire. You know this. Hey, appreciate you, Garrett. Yo, we got a live show happening April 12th. Pull up to the live concert in Miami. It's gonna be a vibe. The homie Garrett on Instagram says he was at my album release party, and this shit was fire for sure. Appreciate you, Garrett. Thank you. Yeah, man. Look, the goal is to really perfect the live events this year. Like, that's my MO. My MO is to like really perfect the live experiences. I want to get so proficient at doing live concerts that the shit is like, I can do this shit in my sleep. So I got to go through a lot of these ugly phases because, you just have to. It's a lot of moving parts when it comes to like a really quality live event. I'll be honest with you. Like, especially if you're doing it with a live band, you got backline, you got equipment, you got the space being cooperative with what it is that you want to do. You got rehearsals. Then you also got promo, marketing, advertising. Then you got the visuals that you got to put out. So you got to navigate with graphic designers and videographers and producers. And you got to make sure that shit could even play. TikTok don't even allow me to play a lot of my own sounds, which is so crazy to me. I'm like, yo, bro, like, I want to post my own videos. And TikTok is like, this sound is copyright. And they mute my own shit. And I'm like, bruh, what is going on? So it's like, so many little things to navigate, and then you got to promote, and then you got to do an email blast, text blast, a lot of stuff. But like, there's nothing more gratifying to my soul than a live experience. Jumping off the stage, bro, with like people is like, ugh. Jumping off the stage with people, bro, is next level. Like, in a room full of people, like the last concert we had on March 3rd, even though it was hell and high water to get it done, man, like, and it was so much core. Like, we had to bring in speakers during the event because the speakers at the place blew out of nowhere. Murphy's Law is so real, bro. It's so real, but like, Speakers blew. Everybody was late. Shit was going crazy. The venue was so disorganized that it delayed us greatly. And I'm like, bro, this is crazy. And so, like, luckily we're going into a new space where it's like, it's better. But you got to go through the ugly phases first, bro. Like, a lot of times people don't succeed in life because they're afraid of the ugly phases. They think of the scariest thing that they can imagine, and they assume that it's an immediate thing that they have to focus on or worry about right now, and they end up losing because of that. I was talking to one of my partners who's in a band. He's like, how many live shows do you think you could do before you oversaturate the market? I'm like, bro, oversaturating the market is the nearest fear that you can think of. That's the only reason why it's in your brain, but it's so far away from where you currently are that it doesn't make any sense. Do you know how much work you have to put in for the rest of your damn life in order to oversaturate anything? You know how small you are? That shit does not exist. There's never been a person that's like, I hate the fact that Drake dropped so much music. No, if you're a fan, you're like, keep it going, bro. Give me all the vibes. Like it's idiotic, but it's the next nearest fear, because you know that doing the live shows is what we got to do. So it's like sometimes we rationalize the most idiotic stuff in the world, bro, in order to like make it make sense for us to not do it. And it's like, no, bro, you gotta just do the shit. Like, just do it. Just go into it. Be afraid, and you gotta go through the ugly phases, man. You gotta go through the ugly phases. A lot of times we're so caught up in trying to not fail that we don't succeed. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Facts. For me, Sade could never make too much music. Sade, boy, damn. Here we go again. Hannah, was you in the live yesterday? Was you in the live yesterday, Hannah? Because if you wasn't, this is just clairvoyant of you. But damn, Sade. You can come to my house, Sade. High thread count. What it was last night with the high thread count. You can come to my house. Me and Nat, we didn't negotiate it. Look, we got the highest thread count. This is Egyptian cotton. We just want to be around your vocal cords, Sade. We want to make this shit work. But yeah, getting back to it and not getting sidetracked. I didn't even go live last night. I don't even know what we're talking about. But yeah, it's a lot of times we don't do what we got to do because we're so scared of the ugly phases. Somebody told me the other day I got beautiful hair. And I was like, thank you. There's a lot of ugly phases involved in having beautiful hair, bro, on every side. Like, girls got to go through it. Guys got to, everyone has to go through it. If you want some of these things, you got to go through it. There's a lot of ugly phases, but a lot of times some people are so scared of the ugly phases that they never even start. You're never going to start doing it because you're scared of how blocky and weird and awkward it's going to be in the beginning. And so you don't go. Same thing with the gym. A lot of times people don't go into the gym because they're afraid of how they look when they first start. And it's like, bro, you go. It doesn't exist. You can oversaturate right now unless you're the baby. It doesn't exist. You can oversaturate right now unless you're the baby. Right. Nah, man, like there's no such thing as oversaturating the market. You gotta pump that shit out as much as you possibly can. No one's gonna get tired of the thing that you're doing unless you just doing something that nobody liked. Then it's like, I was tired of it before you even did it because I just don't like that. But if you're doing things that people like, nah, bro, we want that. Every phase is a step. Nah, right. The Lab, she's my all-time favorite. I'm telling you. Is it a crime? Me and my grandma love her. Sweet Pea, yes. Fear lets you think you need to remain small in places. Fear makes you think you need to remain small in places you're supposed to fit and fill up. You're supposed to fill it up. After alter your sound speed it up or slow it down tad in the beginning and end. It won't match. Oh, it won't match the TikTok sounds. Damn, is that how you do that? That's so strange, though. It's so weird that I even have to do that. Like, this is actually my song. When they say it's a copyright strike, it's like, I know that it's not a copyright strike because this is my song and it isn't even out yet. There's no way to copyright it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Lexi says 8 more to go. Let's go. Much love, live. Yo, Lexi only needs 8 more followers so she can start going live. So we sending all the homies to go follow the homegirl Lexi to make sure she can get to her live. So get it popping. Appreciate you guys. Damn, I didn't even know. So I got to alter my sound in order to put it up so that I can make sense. They're kind of making you jump through hoops. But, okay. But, like, it gives me copyrights on music that's not even out yet. And I'm like, there's no way somebody first off, you flagged it in like 5 minutes. So no one even had time to find this video. 1, 2, this is my song. 3, it's my song that's unreleased. How is there a copyright strike on this? Are you just guessing now because it sounds professional? Like, I don't understand. This is yeah, TikTok, you playing games, bro. You playing games. 8 more to go. Uh, music request, Sandra's Rose. Hey, you talking about my version, right, Myra? I wonder if he can appeal it. Right, I would love to appeal it. Right, let me see. That's why live shows are everything, because the media wants to regulate your own shit. I'm telling you. TikTok be weird, so I'm telling you. It's too many hoops in the music thing. I think there's way on Shadow Banner, right? It's the instrumental that they match. Duh. Hey, you already know, Myra. All right, I'll play it. I'll definitely play it. But, yeah, man, like, well, I'll play it in a second. I'm going to play that song then, Myra. I'm going to play it in a few, but nah, man, I don't understand that. I have no idea. I don't understand that. But I'm saying, man, like, we just got to go through it. Doing a live show is the best. Like, a live experience for me, the live concert that we did last time, and P was at the live concert, so she could tell y'all what it was like. But, like, for me, there's nothing better than jumping off the stage and talking to people. Like, I feel so fulfilled. And it's so crazy because it's such a fear of mine. In the beginning, it was literally the scariest shit I can imagine. Like, it was like, yo, bro, like, I'm feeling hives at this. Like, I get, like, not hives, but, like, I was just terrified of it. Like, you get really scared to be on stage and perform a song that you wrote because you don't know if anybody's going to like it, and you're probably going to make a fool of yourself. You know what I'm saying? But, like, it's just crazy to me. But, like, now, after years of doing it, it's become like a high for me. Now it's a joy of mine. Now it's like, yo, I love this thing. I feel fulfilled when I get off stage. Even when I was scared of doing it. Even when I was scared, I also felt very fulfilled because I'm like, I faced the fear. I faced the fear that 90% of the people in this room will never face. You're never going to jump on stage and put yourself out there like that. You're too afraid. And so it was always glorifying to me. Like, it was always like a big feeling for me. Hey, thank you, Icy. Appreciate you. Icy sent the ICU. Thank you, Icy. Highs there. Yeah, there is magic in the lives. It's like highs and therapy at the same time, right? How they give you the choice to pick that song, then mute you for using it. It's crazy. They don't give me, so it's like, I actually have music that I've created. Like, I have music videos and I have live content that I make. And so when I upload the video, the music and the visuals is already there. Wasn't dependent on TikTok to use the sound, but I guess that's the way I gotta do it. Like, I think I have to use the TikTok sounds, but then that makes the video weird because it's like TikTok is giving me a random minute of my own song. Like, it's not even the first minute of the song. I don't know. I gotta re-edit the video to match the minute that TikTok allows. So it's like, there gotta be an easier way to do this shit. And I understand that, like, TikTok is such a platform that's so monetized that they gotta really watch their back. So it's bad, but it's also good for creators, because the reason why you can post any sound you want on Instagram is because nobody's making money on Instagram. Like, they did that Reels bonus for like a while last year, but they clipped that shit quick. Like, I made some money on that Reels bonus thing, but like, they cut it quick, and they was banning a lot of the music. Like, if I would go live and I was playing like a Outkast song, they'll be like, yo, you got to take this down because of copyrighted, this, that, and the third. But it was only doing it like that because we was monetized. Like, if you're not monetized, then you got a lot more flexibility. You can use whatever you want. It's free, free play, because you're not making no money on it. But because TikTok knows that people are making a lot of cash, they got to be very vigilant over what they allow people to use to make that cash. So I get them, but at the same time, it's like, stop tripping. Because I definitely learned that from Instagram. Like, they was clipping everybody's sounds when you was monetized. Now that you're not monetized, they don't give a damn. They're like, nah, we don't care about this. Use whatever you want. We ain't paying you no matter what. We're not paying you no matter what. Let me see. Not you, I just meant in general. They mute all my vids for using the music they suggested. Oh, that's ridiculous. Reels bonus was 3 years. Was it? Like 3 years ago or 3 years? Damn, I didn't get that 3 years ago. I definitely got the Reels bonus starting, oh, hold up. 2022, yeah. I definitely had it 2022. Maybe I didn't even have it in 2023. Now I think about it, I probably didn't. It probably ended in 2022. Yeah, I definitely had it in 2022 though. Because I remember I had it when I was moving here, and then I remember hearing them saying like, oh, this is going to be the last paycheck that we give you. I was like, what? The hell? I just started getting into the vibe of making money with you, Instagram. What's up with you? Why you hating? Universal pulled from TikTok, and I love it. Damn, okay. They had a fight with Universal, right? So UMG removed their music. Yeah, but like, even before Universal did that, I was still getting flagged for my own shit. I was like, you can't use this sound. So that thing, 3 years total. Really? I definitely didn't have the option to do the bonus reels for 3 years. I didn't get any of that. Or maybe they didn't let me know, but I probably had it for a year. I probably had it like 2022 was maybe a year or maybe less than a year. I had it for some months. And then I remember getting a notification like, yep, this is over. Matt must have been making paper on that. Let's take a group trip soon. Hey, I'm with it. Right. In February, the contract was up, I think, and they didn't renew. That's tough, man. But yeah, ugly phases, man. We all got to be cool with going through the ugly phases of life, man. So many people just are not succeeding because they can't go through the ugly phases. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really be able to, like, say, yo, this is going to be ugly, and I'm still going to do it. This is not going to be cute. It's not going to be polished. It's not going to be coordinated. Because when you first starting something, you don't have the whole plan in your brain. You know what I'm saying? You can't have any of that. You just got to, like, really go and do it yourself. Show in April. April 12th is the live show. Yeah, we're having a live concert in Miami, April 12th. So the comments are getting flagged for playing your own selection of music or requests. No, whenever I go to post a video that has my own music in it, it flags it. It flags the video. Yeah, so it like mutes it. So you can't hear any of the music that I'm playing. You can't hear what I'm rapping. Like even some of the videos that are like pinned on my page, those I'm luckily able to post it, but they've definitely done other shit before. Y'all pulling up to the show? Yep. Y'all got to pull up to the show. The show's April 12th. Come to Miami. If you're near Miami, pull up. If you're going to be in Miami, pull up. If you're not in Miami, pull up. Just pull up. It's going to be a dope vibe. Really awesome show. Really awesome concert. Me with a live band performing for like an hour. It's a vibe. It's a real vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be good for your soul. And I also got to thank the live, man, because since I've been able to go live on these platforms, a lot of the vibes that I got in these lives, I'll be able to like say it on stage. So some of these conversations that we talk about in here, at the last show, I started talking about it on stage. P knows this. At the last show, I was saying the same shit that I say in the lives on stage. And people was like, oh my gosh, yes, yes. And I'm like, for sure. And it's like, I know this is hitting because we've already tested it in the live. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot that's muted. Yeah, I don't understand it. TikTok be playing. April 12th, what time? 8 o'clock. It's 8 to midnight. So it's Friday, April 12th, 8 to midnight. That's the live show. Y'all got to pull up. I know the people saying they got flagged. Did they mean it that way? Nah, not flagged, just muted. Like, your stuff is just getting... Let's say you got a video. Let's say you're just using any sound. You could use any kind of sound, but when you post it up on here, they'll just remove the sound. And it's strange. We don't get it. Eating that shit up. I'm telling you, there was... Man, look, I'm up here talking that talk. I'm on stage like, look, man, a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. They're like, oh my God, he's a genius. Is this the kind of show you brought me to? Sweet Jesus. Yo, but there were people in there that were getting emotional. Like, multiple people walked up to me after the show was like, yo, I was about to cry. This shit was real. And I'm like, it's an experience, bro. Be prepared when you come on my show, homie. I'm going to give it all to you. I leave that shit on the field. I give it all to you. And it's not like me just jumping around. It's me saying, yo, bro, this is for your life. That's the goal of all the music that I make anyway. I want to make a soundtrack for your life. I want this to be your companion. You know what I'm saying? I don't make this shit for like, to jump around and lose your mind. I don't make that kind of music. I mean, even in the songs that I make that are like that, like my song Glass. I love Glass. And I actually got to play Glass for y'all. Even my song Glass, like, it's a song that you could jump around to, but you're not, it's not pointless. It's not senseless. The music is still like valuable. You know what I'm saying? This is my song. What the hell is this? Hold up. Okay. I'll play Glass. Boom. It's meant for you to do this one. I like this one because this one got like. Glass. Yup.
Work it out. Do it now. Break it down. Don't say it sound. Too much to have.
Too much to know.
Too much to feel. Too much to show. I want all the pain.
I want all the smoke. The pouring rain, nigga, I thunderstorm.
I played the game. I don't feel the same. I don't feel ashamed. Cause I overcame. Do the overcame. When the feel is numb. In the dead of night. When the feel is come. Gotta dare to fight. Gotta dare to run. Gotta do some things that ain't never been done. You gon' lose some days. I'ma let loose the chains. I'ma go too insane. I'ma let loose the brain. I'ma let loose the devil. Let loose
Appreciate
the
y'all. Knocking at the door, don't let Lucifer in. You will not win. You cannot win against a heaven beast with 11 teeth. You gon' feast on your memories, take your love and leave. Leaving pieces you gonna see, but you cannot breathe. Do you know how an imposter feels when everybody else around you looking up so real? Yeah, I gotta go to my YouTube channel, I'm telling you. Yeah, already shit about to go crazy. Right now, tell her snitch, pipe down, and I know he will. One more time, I'ma break it down in this bitch right now. Tell her snitch, pipe down, and I know he will. Work it out, do it now, break it down. You gon' say it down, work it out, do it now. Hey, you gon' say it down. It's a story and the visuals too. Yup. Vibes. Oh, see? It's about to take us back to ego talking. Get out of here, St. Norris. This ain't about you. Yup, that's my song Glass. Hmm? That's my song Glass. Yup, Gas. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. Thank you, Nat. Yup, that's my song Glass. Like, even a song like that, that's a song that you get crazy to, right? You could jump around, you could scream, I'ma break it down in this bit. And it's like, but it still has a message, you know what I'm saying? There's still something in it. It's about breaking through. It's about, you know, overcoming the monster, you know what I'm saying? Do you know how an imposter feels when everybody else around you looking no so real? I'ma talk my shit, live life like this, burn a town down to the wood tip till they work it out. And the song is it's a breakthrough. It represents a breakthrough. It represents like breaking through to the next level, breaking that glass ceiling, glass, getting through. The song is a breakthrough, and what breaks better than glass? That's why we call it Glass. You know what I'm saying? But that song is a vibe, and that's the first song that I ever produced. I wrote that song, I recorded it, I mixed it, I mastered it, and I produced it. That's the first beat, and that's the first and only beat that I ever made. I went up in that shit, and I started making that beat. That was a Tori Kelly beat. Like, not a Tori Kelly beat, but I heard Tori Kelly sing Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas. And I was like, man, I want to sample this shit. So I took her voice, put it into Fruity Loops, and I started sampling. And I added some drums to it. I added a bass line to it. And actually, I want to see if, do I have that on here? Oh yeah, so I can actually show you. It started out as a Disney sample, Colors of the Wind, Tori Kelly, but then it started as this. Hold on, let me see if I can play it. That song started as this beat. I was just messing around with the vocal, so this is what it sounded I didn't know what I was doing. So that's what it started as. It was like, okay, cool. It started as this sample, and I was like, okay, let me figure this shit out. Let me see who created this. Let me see. Glass, right? Glass. That's the name of the song. Hey, something I did, get you stickers made. Hey, something I did, get you stickers made with QR codes to your socials and post it everywhere. That is actually a really good idea, Natalie. That was your reference track? Nice. Yeah, Love Tour. Yeah, that was the reference track. So it sounded like this. And it was like, this is what it started out as. And I was like, okay. But as I was making it, I was like, let me see what it sounds. I built a beat. I took that voice and I kept sampling it until it, paint with all the colors, paint with all. And then I was like, okay, I like it. Let me see what it sounds like if I mute it. And then I muted it, and all I heard was this bass line. Doom, 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 doom. And I'm like, this should sound hard. Let me rap to this. And so I started rapping on it, and it ended up sounding like this. If it plays. Don't you hate when you give something a perfect intro and then for some reason there's a delay? Like, why are you not playing? Well, it ended up sounding like this. And then I also took my voice and I'm in the background doing a whole bunch of like, that's what it turned into. So from the Tori Kelly to this. And I was like, all right, I made the beat. I just took her voice out and I started rapping. Eyes wide shut, stop wondering why us. Though the night might bust, we come with the right stuff. Little night lights up, the light is inside us, the fight is inside us, the body inside up. Do you know how an imposter feels when everybody else around you looking oh so real? Don't lie like Trump, don't lose my trust. If you do, we gon' have to move through, pull up screaming. Fuck the red lights, turn the headlights, leave a dead mic over there. Some dead mics, door spread like suicides on the hillside. You decide, you would die, cause you and I star cross like the night sky. Leave a nice guy by the car, tryna high sign, tell him bye bye and be off like the white guy, Buzz Light guy and beyond. Tell him that's life. Work it out. Do it now. Break it down. You know, say it sound. Yeah, I hear it, but you made that your own shit. I'm telling you. I ain't know you know how to ad lib. That's it. Vibes. Too much to have, too much to know, too much to feel, too much to show. I want all the pain, I want all the smoke. In the pouring rain, nigga, I thunderstorm. As I play the game, I don't feel the same. I don't feel ashamed, yes I overcame, through the Novocaine. When the feeling's numb, in the dead of night, when the feelings come, gotta dare to fight, I'm gonna dare to run. I'ma do some things that ain't never been done. You gonna lose some things, I'ma let loose the chains. I'ma go too insane, I'ma let loose the brain. Let loose the devil's lettuce, let loose the virgins. The story begins and no heat knocking at the door, don't let Lucifer in. You will not win, you cannot win against the heaven beast with 11 T's. You will peace on your memories, take your love and leave in pieces. You gonna see, but you cannot breathe, and then lead a whole crew of demons on your beliefs. Do you know how an imposter feels when everybody else around you looking oh so real? I'ma talk my shit, live life like this, burn the town down to the wood tip till they work it out. Do it now, break it down, you know, say it sound, work it out. Do it now. Break it down. And I'm saying sound. God, this shit go crazy at the live shows. Pipe down. This part is the live show. This shit go crazy. I'ma break it down in this bitch right now. Tell her snitch pipe. And then this when you tell the left side. What you say? I'ma break it down in this bitch right now. Tell her snitch pipe down, and I know he will. Right side say I'ma break it down in this bitch right now. Tell her snitch pipe down, and I know he will. Bring it clear in. Do it now. Break it down. It sound like metal. This shit sound like a metal spoon. That's why I like it. And then bring the bass in.
Do it now. Break it down.
Come on, bro.
Say it down.
Sounds amazing. And now going with some harmonies and piano. Yeah, man. Come on now, shout out to me. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. Yep, that's my song Glass. Go and listen to it. And it's a part of a 3-song project called Glass. It got 3 songs on it, and all 3 of the songs are fire. I still don't know why the oh yeah, the first song is called Out the Mud. I'm sorry, I gotta, okay, hold up. Let me see. Glass. Get the stickers with the QR code. That is actually a really good idea, and I do gotta get that. Your music and video crazy, bro. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, you did that. Thank you, Lanaya. Appreciate that. Who helped you make that video? So that video, I actually made that video. So congratulations to me yet again. Wherever the sound effects are, damn it. Yeah, I actually made that video, but I can't take all the credit for making that video, only because I used a service to make it. So I used this AI tool to create it. All I had to do was prompt it, and I had to tell it what I wanted it to create in excruciating detail. But I had to tell it exactly what I wanted it to make, the colors that I wanted. I had to give it a source image, and then I had to give it a script. I had to tell the thing, oh, look, I want it to do this. If you look at the video, initially it moves straight, and then it goes, the first verse is moving across like this. It's a story being told throughout the entire thing. If you look at the video on my YouTube channel, it's Glass. Look up King Hoodie Glass, and that's gonna show up. The video is telling a story. It starts as a young boy on a journey, then it goes to a middle-aged man on a journey, and then at the end of it, it's an old man on a journey. And then the final level is transcendence into some God level type vibe. Now, if you watch that high, you're gonna have an experience. But in the beginning, the story goes straight. First verse, and the second verse, the camera starts going up. Third verse, it starts going across. And then fourth verse, which is the end of the song where he transcends, it goes up some more. You know what I'm saying? But it's a journey. It's a story of a man going through whatever he's going through. It's pretty interesting. It has futuristic aspects, but it has natural aspects. And that's what we really live in if you really think about it. Like, we're futuristic beings living in a not so futuristic time. Or we're like primitive beings living in a futuristic time. You know what I'm saying? We're primitive because look at the shit that we still doing. We're still fighting a war when we have like satellites. Like, what the fuck are we doing? We got internet, we got all this stuff. Like, how are we still beating and bludgeoning each other in war? But at the same time, we're futuristic beings because like we're still very much so primitive, but we have access to like Uber Eats and Bluetooth and internet. So it's like we're caught up in the middle of this matrix. You know what I'm saying? There's this big thing that's like, yo, how are we so smart and so dumb at the same time? And Glass just represents that breakthrough, but it also represents a journey that you got to go across in order to go from like something really primitive to something futuristic that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I hear what you made it your own. Appreciate it. I didn't know you knew how to ad-lib singing skills. I couldn't pay attention when the vid was playing. Right. Delivery is serious. Do you do placements on Spotify? I don't know what placement on Spotify is, Nat. What is that? I'm eager to learn what that is. This song beats. Thank you. I can see it. Right. Thank you. Definitely link with the people I sent you, fam. I definitely will. I'll see if they can come to my show. Yeah, you ate this craftsman up. Thank you. Appreciate it. GUE. What is GUE? Yo, ET was right. That's wild. You did. How long did it take to make? The effects are crazy. Yeah, so I use this. It's an AI site called Kyber. KAIBER.ai. I think I saw an advertisement for them or something like that. I used this other site first, and their quality wasn't as good. So I went to Kyber. And when I went to Kyber, Kyber allows you to upload a video or a photo, prompt it, and then it will take your sound and create whatever you tell it to create. So it created all those images based on what I told it. And I had to tell it everything. I want a black male with braids. I want this futuristic vibe. I want it to tell a story. I want the camera to move like this. I made that video for around like, I want to say $15. Like, I think every dollar is like 100 credits on Kyber. And the credits are used for the amount of time that the system has to animate for you. So yeah, so I just went on the website and I was like, man, I really want to make something epic with this shit. Because most people are just using this for like 10-second clips. I want to use it to make a 3-minute video. And like, let's take it to the next level. And that's the beauty of the internet. That's the beauty of technology. It like decentralizes all this shit. So you could use some high level shit right now from your house. What are we? Aren't we resourceful? So I sat there and I was like, man, let me figure this shit out. So I stayed on that computer system until that shit did what I wanted it to. And that's only one version. It made a different version of this shit for me too. I have a completely alternate version of it. Glass AI. Did I write that? I want to say I have a different version of it too. Like a completely different version of it. Glass EP. Flash NFT pre-master. Is it this? Yeah, man, this update is just ass visuals. Yeah, I got a completely different version of it. Like I got another video that was created based on the album art, which is crazy. We might need you to bring you out here to film for real. Hit me if you want to work to talk about it. For real, where you at? Can you spill the software? That shit was cool. Yeah, Kyber.ai, Kaiber.ai. Which AI service did you use? The Bing one does images, but vid would be preferred. Absolutely. So I'm gonna write it in this chat. Can you spell it one more time? Yeah, Kaiber, Kyber. How do I write a comment? Boom. This is the site that I used, and you could use this. There's way more features on it than I use, and it's so cheap. It's like crazy affordable. Like I made that video for probably like $15. You know what I'm saying? But it really cost me like $5 once I figured it out. And so like this is an alternate version. This version, I did this version like first, but I didn't like it. I like the other version better because of the colors. I like the dark colors, but this is another version of the same thing. Right. Yeah, I agree with you, Boo Queen. The visuals is dope. And it's cool. It came out with a lot of cool shit. Like, it did a lot of different cool stuff, but the other one just hit so much harder. That dark red, what the hell is this? Baby, I can lay you to a kiss from a road. This one, like, and it's funny because I used a regular photo that I had. The very first image, the source image that I used is a picture that I actually have this picture, but Kyber took it and animated it. Like, if you look at it in like really slow detail, let me see if I can actually slow the speed down. I'm gonna slow this payback speed to like 25%. You'll see all the different changes. Look at this shit. Changing. Like, you see all these little changes? I slowed the speed down to 25%. But these are all the changes that are happening. Look at all the detail that this shit has. This is crazy. And then you go to like, you speed it up some. You speed it up some more. And then you just take it back to regular speed. But it's the level of detail. You can watch this like all day. I watched this like 1,000 times just to see everything that was getting created in here. The colors is hard. And it's 4K. This shit's amazing, bro. Like, I'll be honest with you. I'm blown away every time I see this because I'm like, man, it's just so good on so many levels. You know what I'm saying? And it's just amazing. But it's also like everybody got their challenges. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm still working on building out the right team. Still working on building out all the right things that I need in order for it to get to more people. But, you know, I did good because when this dropped, it got like 70,000 views. So I was very happy that that took place. But still, it was like, I don't know, man. There's so many more people that I wish could see it. And you know what the craziest part about all this shit was? Like 2 weeks prior to making this is when I did my mushroom trip. And I promise you, like on a deep and really spiritual, crazy level, this video is almost identical to what I was seeing on my mushroom trip. Like when I was telling you, I saw myself in all these different dimensions and I was like looking at the universe and shit. it was just like this video. I showed it to one of my friends of mine, and she looked at it. She like, this shit is almost exactly what it's like to be on a mushroom trip. And I was like, for sure. Like, this is almost identical with what my trip was like. And then I found a tool. The universe brought me a tool that was able to really create that. So it was really just a vibe. This thing is like a whole party. I'll be real. Boom, 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 boom. Spotify curators of playlists. I know some I can refer you to as well. Absolutely. I want to meet all the Spotify playlist curators you got. I really want to get this to like around the world. You know, I want more people to see it, feel it, hear it. Nat, I know we requested you to dance to that Sinead Harnett song, but if you could do a dance to Glass, that's fire. If I'm listening to Kendrick, it will suggest King Hoodie. Oh, that's a vibe. Wait, what? Visual alone still don't. Right, that's the old comment. Hold up. My calibration must be off. My typo is atrocious. Damn. I'm gonna inbox you the info, fam. It's exclusive, private for artists / influencers. This get you set up. Hey, I appreciate it, Lanaya. Send it my way. Been there, queen. It happens. That's tough. Ain't no muscles or meat on him. Who are we talking about? Placement on playlists of your genre and target audience preferences. Hold up. Okay. Placement on playlists of your genre and target audience preference. Yes. I'm listening to Kendrick, you'll suggest King Hoodie. That's a fact. Okay, wait. Getting a placement, not easy, but your manager can. Okay. Can you talk about why and what happened on your mushroom experience? Yes, I can. I'm feeling Glass. Hey, Nat, man, look, if you make a dance video to that, then we up. I know I requested the Sinead Harnett, but you know, if you already did that and it's in the vault, we understand. I'm not going to argue with you about that one no more because you've already said you're not going to do that. However, Glass is ready and available, and I'm sure that's not in the vault. So if we want to get it popping, where are the sound effects, yo? If you want to get it popping, I'm with it. You want the placement on all music platforms. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting a lot of game and a lot of information in this live, and I want all of it. I think I need, like, I want it, and I want to make sure I'm receiving it properly because I think I'm kind of getting lost in all the different things, all the different like ways. But yeah, I want it. I want the Spotify playlists. I want the placements on YouTube ads. I want all of that, all of it. So yeah, let's get it popping. Yeah, we need that, Nat. The world needs that. Let's be honest. The world needs it, Nat. Let's do this. But yeah, man. It's like, what is this? Yeah, man. Glass. That's absolutely like my favorite song that I ever made is Glass. It was the most fun to make. It's the most fun to perform. It's just the most fun ever. It's just my vibe. Feel me? I'm telling you. So the world, Nat. That's right, Boo Queen. Tell the world, Nat. The world needs it. The world needs it. These sound effects are just ineffective. And yeah. So yeah, that program I use is Kyber AI. I really did like a lot of this stuff myself. And I don't pride myself on doing things myself because amateurs, what I'm learning is that amateurs do everything by themselves. Like you're an amateur when you do everything yourself. So I'm not excited to be like, I wrote it and did this and did that. And like, it's cool, but it doesn't matter. Like a more effective team is better. You know, it's a better thing to have. Like it's better to have a more effective team than it is one person. I really want to do one thing well, like communicate with people and write songs and make music and perform all day. That's my vibe. But everything else is like extra, and you only do it because it's required of you. But if you didn't need to do it, you wouldn't do it, and it would actually make the experience much better. So there's so many things that I do right now that I'm so excited to be getting into a space where I could delegate it to other people. Like, yo, you handle this, you handle that, you handle this. Like one of my partners, we're gonna be shooting a video later today, and it's cool because I could take all the content that I shot myself and I could just give it to him, and he could edit it for me. So this is all a learning process, man. Remember the ugly phases, the ugly processes. You feel me? I'm behind in the comments, so my apologies. Left the gym, hit the shower, getting ready for rehearsals. That's right. The world needs it, Nat. The world. The world needs this. Yeah, you need a team and management, but you carefully select them. They got to know more than you to grow. I got a dope manager right now. He's actually flying out to Miami today. He's going to be in the city tomorrow. And it's a vibe. He's an A1 manager. Like, he really knows his shit. And it's also just, But it's still like what I really need right now is an assistant. Like I really got to get me an assistant. I've been reaching out to who is this? My sister put me on game with this company that gives you like VAs, virtual assistants, and I hired 2 VAs like in 2023, but they both quit on me for random reasons. But they both were just unreliable. One quit respectfully. She was like, "Yo, I have another client. They just needed me to do more work for them, so I can't pick up the job, even though I just hired her." And it was like, okay, cool. And then she passed me off to someone else. And then I hired her, and she was doing well for like a week. But it was so strange because when it was time for me to pay her, she just went ghost. Like she just completely went ghost. So I'm like, all right, cool. So now third time's a charm. So I'm hiring another VA soon, and hopefully she'll be able to like cut a lot of this stuff that I got to do myself down, and then I'll be able to have somebody that's constantly working on that stuff on my behalf. You know what I'm saying? If you had the opportunity, would you sign with a label? It would have to be a label deal. It would have to be something that like I still own my masters and I'm able to sign other artists. We could do a profit share when it comes to like the publishing, like cool. Like we could do a profit share when it comes to streams, and 360 when it comes to like, okay, you'll make money on my shows, you'll make money this, you'll make money that. But I gotta own all my masters. I gotta own like a majority of what really matters. And then I also gotta be able to sign other artists under my thing. It would have to be like a label deal for me personally. If not, then I'm more interested in getting brand deals. I'm more interested in just working with brands, because labels, they give you money, but the money comes at a cost. You know, it comes at like an actual, like, it's just a loan what the label gives you. But when you get a brand deal, brands give you money. Like I had a brand deal with Ford before. I had a brand deal with Jägermeister before. I have like 2 different brand deals right now, but they're like fashion companies, and they kind of just, they pay me when it's time for me to do something for them. They're not paying me throughout the year. So it's like, it's not as much of a brand deal as I was like. But those brand deals were better. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're giving me money, and when you give me this money, the money is mine. Yeah, I got to make some posts for you, and yeah, I got to make sure to not end up in a scandal, but it's a lot better than a label deal, because labels asking for the recoupment. Brand deal, you don't need to recoup anything for them. They just want their streams, and they just want their like, they want you to promote their stuff, and they want to be everywhere that your fans are. So it's, brand deal is something that I'm more interested in, because you have more power. Like we can, a lot of times people need labels when they can't do the shit themselves, when they really don't understand how the business runs. But when you get it and you've been in the game for a long time and you understand like, nah, okay, I might not understand all the logistics of like these different social media platforms and apps, because these shits are changing by the second, but I understand the logistics of how my business needs to be ran. I understand that, you know, like the live shows are really the live experience. Like that's where a majority of artists are getting money from, having your own merch, having your own channels, having your own membership areas. Like I understand that part. So, and I'm still learning, of course, but I feel like you really need a label when you need somebody to like daddy you and walk you around. I don't need nobody to daddy me, for real. I just really need the team around me and then the funding. So brand deal, you come in and we're going to give you all the content that you need to push whatever this is, whether it be liquor, whether it be fashion, whether it be athletic wear, whatever the case may be. And then you give us the funding that we need so that we can run our company our way. We're good with that. We don't need anybody to like hold our hand and tell us this other shit, because these labels are outsourcing everybody anyway. These labels are going to the same Spotify playlisters, and they're going to the marketing companies like TBWA, Shia Day, and like they're going to all the same ad agencies that are available all over the place. These labels aren't really doing anything special anymore. They don't have a monopoly on the marketplace like they did in the past. Everything is available for everyone, you know? So we don't really need a label. You know, we just need the funding. And that's pretty much it. Like the funding and the team around us. You know, we could hire the people to our left and our right. We don't need somebody above us looking down on us with a loan, wanting our masters. Like that's an antiquated belief system, and I don't go for that shit because it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like I have a friend right now, he just got out of a management contract, and he's like, yeah, you know, it doesn't feel good because I like having my management. But I'm like, bro, you're in a really good situation because they weren't doing anything for you. Can you imagine if he had signed a label deal where they were also not doing anything for you, but restricted you from releasing music and told you that you had to recoup like these ridiculous amounts of money based on shit that they gave you that they overcharged you for? Studio time. Yeah, we spent $10,000 on studio time. I was only in the studio for 3 days. Yeah, it was $10,000 for them 3 days because of the price and the this and the that. And it's like, that's bullshit. I can rent this same studio in Miami for $150 an hour. That 3 days is not going to come into no fucking 10,000, 5,000 at best. And a lot of times people don't understand that. Like, they're going to like puff up those fees so that you kind of end up stuck. Sometimes they sign artists just to shelf them, which is actually really crazy. So, sounds like you need that Nat Grant deal. Yeah, that's what we need. We need the Nat Grant deal. But first, we need Nat to make a video first. It depends on how you negotiate your deal. Is glass available on all platforms? Yes, it is. Glass available is everywhere. You type in King Hoodie glass everywhere. It's available everywhere. Depends on how you negotiate your deal. Absolutely. Sponsorships and syncs are what you need to focus on after your performances. Absolutely. Like there's so many other ways to get money without any of the like liability that comes with a label. Labels just ain't it. But I am open to a deal, but the shit would have to make sense. Like I'm not getting any of that liability shit. I've already put in too much work for too long to like sit here and sign everything over to you. It just doesn't make sense for me. It don't make sense for a lot of people. It just doesn't make sense for me. You know what I'm saying? It's much smarter to get brand deal. You know what I'm saying? I said he finna work with Abercrombie. That's funny. Abercrombie been changing their style. I went inside a Hollister the other day and I was surprised to see that they shit is different. I had 4 labels reach out and they all wanted 360 deals. And that was a nope. No 360s. Right. Oh yeah, I know my worth. I book in all areas of entertainment and fashion now. There you go. Not everyone's deal offer or publishing offer is like that. I don't have a manager. I've been looking, but no match. I'm signed with UTA, but need a manager. That's what's up. I got a bomb ass manager. I'll be honest. His name is Marcus Majors. He manages me. He manages Rick Wilson, who's like a rap artist, like an indie kind of different kind of rap artist from Chicago. He was on Rolling Stones magazine last year. And then he also manages Wolf Tyler, who's like a, I don't even know what you'll call it. She's like an influencer turned artist. But they about to go to China. They about to be in China. So he's flying to Miami. He's going to be here for like 2 weeks. He'll come to the show that we're doing on the 15th of April. He's flying out to China to do some festival with her. So yeah, he got some dope talent that he got. So I got a good manager, I'll be honest. I can put you in contact, Nat, if you're interested. Y'all can at least have a conversation because he does have like a stable of artists and he does really good work. I got a meeting, but I hit you and you have my info now. Also, we'll check others out. Definitely want to network. Straight up, Lanaya, I am going to follow you. Cool. Let's stay connected. I've been cool with Wolf for a long time. Oh, there you go. She's doing this show in China. I want to say she doesn't even know who's gonna be her dancers yet. So that'll be interesting. It'll be dope if you could go out to China with her. That'll be a vibe. I don't know if you ever work with her. I've never met her in my life. You know what I'm saying? We just know of each other because we got the same manager. But I've never met her. But I remember he was saying that they about to fly out to China and do some festival or something like that, and he gotta do a lot of paperwork just to go out to China. And I'm like, that's crazy as fuck. And he was just telling me all the paperwork, like you gotta sign this and that, you gotta send this confirmation and this thing. It's like a lot of paperwork just to go out there. And I was like, okay, cool. But he let me know that she don't even know who's gonna be dancing with her yet, so that might be a good vibe. That'd be cool. She's a great person. That's what's up. I like that. I like hearing that because if I would have met her and she wasn't a great person, then you know, maybe it's not my place to tell other people, but I'd be quick to put them on fuck on game when somebody's a piece of shit. I'd be like, yo, it's the visa you need. I want to say it's the visa, but he was also saying that he had to send her set list in advance. Like, yo, these are the songs we're going to be doing, and these are the people that are going to be performing on stage with us. I don't know why they were so strict, but that's what he was telling me. He's like, yo, I got to send them, like, everything that her performance is going to be doing. They need to know what we're about to do out there. They're not just going to let us pop up. So I'm like, okay, that's crazy. Oh, yep. Yeah, so I'm like, okay. Motherfuckers are strict, but I understand it. Like, get that shit popping. Do what you got to do. But, yeah, I like hearing that people are good people before I meet them, because then it's like, okay, bet. And I trust that you're not going to say she's a good person if she's really not a good person. And I end up meeting her and I'm like, yo, I can't trust Nat's judgment. This person is a shit person. You feel me? Like all the stuff that Lizzo is going through right now, I knew that shit was going to come down. I knew it was going to come down only because I got friends that have, like, been around her. And I was like, yup, knew that shit was coming. Like, my girl at the time, she had went to a party at Janelle Monáe's house, and the girl was there. And she said her vibes was fucked up. She was like, the girl was treating me shit, like, terribly until she saw Janelle, like, praising me, and then her vibe changed. I was like, huh, okay. And then I'm down here in the city, and then one of my homegirls here who works in radio was like, yo, this chick right here is the fucking worst. I'm like, for real? Like, yeah, like, we did a meet and greet with her, bro. Her vibes was fucked up. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's crazy, bro. You can't be like, man, that's crazy. And so when all that scandal hit the fan, I'm like, yeah, saw that one coming. I didn't know how deep it was, but I can confirm a lot of that shit. Yep. Well, hey, this was years ago. Now people change. But then, LO, she was really chill. Hey, you mean Lizzo or you mean Wolf? Who's really chill? Yeah. Nah, man. Sometimes when I say that if y'all gonna go and meet Lizzo, just be on guard, be on point. Lizzo, what's going on with her? She got that scandal. All her dancers are suing her. Well, not all her dancers, but some of her dancers came out and said that she was like sexually assaulting them on the low. Like this shit is all over the place. And when I read them allegations, I was like, "Yo, bro, this is valid because it actually matches up with multiple little things I heard on the, on the other side." You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not supposed to be saying this shit, but when a person ain't shit, hey, let it be known. But sometimes people make mistakes too. But I'll be real, you have been making mistakes with a lot of people because two people that told me two very different, like, these are two people that don't even know each other. They both just had an interaction with you and let me know that you was terrible in person. So I'm like, bet. You gonna get what's coming. And that just be that. You know what I'm saying? Her background dancer sued her. You don't accidentally SA somebody. You don't act. Yep, that's a fact. You don't. That shit ain't no accident. Yeah, that ain't no mistake, homie. And it's tough, bro, because dancers shouldn't have to go through that shit. Like, if you book somebody to dance at your show, it should just be that. It shouldn't be no extra shit. Like, it shouldn't be no, like, you're pressuring these ladies to, like, eat each other out publicly. And that's essentially what was happening. Is like, yo, I'm going to pay you to do some freak shit in this room right now. I'm not going to pay you. It's like, do this freak shit in the room full of these people right now, or your name just ain't going to be on the list to, that's the stories, bro. Your name just ain't going to be on the list for the next show that we performing at. And that's what the dance was talking about. Like, if you wasn't cool, if you wasn't fun, then you just not going to be performing the next show. And then before you know it, you off the tour. And it's like, man, look, bro. I don't know everything about what the dance world entails. I don't know too many dancers, but nobody working on your set should have to feel like that. Like, if I don't do this sexy shit in front of people, then I don't have no job no more, coincidentally. I'm just not on the next show. Why am I not on the next show? I did my job. I showed up on time, professional. How come I'm not? Oh, okay, I get it. Because I didn't party last night. And it sucks and it's savage because it's like, yo, how you do that? How are you a black woman in entertainment doing that shit? I don't get it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But it's that hurt people shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. So again, those are just allegations. Sound like some Diddy shit. Yo, bro. It's tough, bro. Like, it's tough because it don't make no sense. Like, that don't make no sense. Like, you're young too. You young and you're not even an old man in the industry. Why do people feel like this? And at the same time, I don't know, but based on what I know to be true, it's like, yeah, that probably absolutely did happen. Like, just like that. That probably did happen. But it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want people of your, I don't know. I don't even know how to fucking feel about that shit. That chick, you kick rocks at that point. Like, I want to be all nice and politically correct, but at the same time, it's like, I already had a feeling I ain't like you. And then hearing them of these stories from these people that had an experience with you, I'm like, oh, that's why I felt like I didn't like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that my instincts was already telling me I didn't like you even when I saw your music. And then you had experience with two women that are close to me, that I love both of these women. Like, they're very close friends of mine. And when they both was like, I got treated like shit by this person. I don't like this person. In a party and then behind the scene, okay, cool. That let me know you're probably not a good person because you're treating people badly because they're not of a certain status, of not a certain level. And you don't even know that they are of status. You just don't care. And it's like, if you that blind to just treat people like shit, yo, you deserve what come next. So don't act blindsided when the shit hit the fan and people start dropping different stories about you. And those of us who know people who you hurt, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna stand up for you, bro. The fuck, get up out of here. Go ahead, get whatever you supposed to, like, go on, move on. Cause you can't treat people like that, man. People are people. They're not pawns. They're not toys. They're not gimmicks. These are people's lives that you play with when you fuck with them like that. You know what I'm saying? You just be careful. Just don't do that. If you can't operate in entertainment without sexually assaulting somebody or without abusing somebody or without talking down to somebody, you don't belong in this place anyway. Cause it's not supposed to be like that. I don't give a fuck when nobody try to convince you, oh, it's just the industry. You got to deal with somebody screaming at you, barking on you, or pressuring you to get sexy. Like, that's not true. That shit don't exist in no other industry. Bro, that's not it. I've been doing this for 8 years. There's only one person I will not work with. I guarantee it. That's tough, man. And I'm not even going to pry. We don't even got to know who it is. We just know that they probably on some bullshit, and that's it. She had 4 black girls and grouped us in the back. Hey, I don't like that shit, bro. I don't like that shit, and it makes it very easy for me. I like knowing these things so I can navigate the space like I know who to fuck with, I know who not to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fucking with you and I'm not fucking with you. You're cool and you one of us, but you. All I won't say, but she's huge, huge. 4 black girls and put to the back. Wait, and you won't work with her because of that? Because of that? Or was there other things involved? Like, was her vibe really fucked up? Or did y'all just happen to be in the back? I mean, nobody just happens to be in the back, now that I think about it. But still, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yup. You naturally feel people's vibe for real. Honestly, man, like, I'm so grateful. I had an experience, like, at the top of the year where I was in this space with these judges, you know what I'm saying? And they denied me for this thing. And I was like, damn, it really bothered me at the time. But as I was leaving the hotel and leaving, you know, and coming back to Miami, I was like, yo, bro, this is God showing me who to rock with and who she purposely put us there. That's, ugh. As I was leaving this experience in Atlanta, it let me know, bro, there's 2 sides of this shit. There's a very good side and there's a very bad side. And as I was leaving, I didn't understand. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm an awesome artist, bro. Like, I know my shit. I know how to electrify a room. Why did I get denied in this place? And all of their reasons were stupid. Like, one person said, I'm looking for somebody who, I can't go off what the crowd is saying. I'm looking for somebody who's a star. Like Lil Baby is a star. I'm looking for somebody like Lil Baby. And I'm sitting on this stage like, these people that are in the room are fucking puzzled, and so am I. I just perform on stage and you talking about how Lil Baby is a star? Wait a minute, explain this shit to me. You saying I'm looking for somebody who's marketable. I'm looking for somebody who's like, I'm looking for somebody who's marketable. I'm looking for somebody who's like a full package. I'm standing on this fucking stage and this person's talking about you looking for somebody who's a full package. Somebody who's marketable. Bro, let's be honest. I'm marketable with my mouth closed. I'm marketable if I don't say a fucking word in here. And then the words that I do say are awesome. What are you talking about? And then you like, Lil Baby is a star. I'm looking for somebody like Lil Baby. You looking for somebody like Lil Baby? Okay. If I didn't know any better, I would allow that to affect me on a personal level. But knowing better, it's like, bruh, I'm just in the wrong room. There's nothing profound about this experience other than the fact that I'm just in the wrong room. That's it. That's the end of this shit. I'm not going to become fucking Lil Baby. I don't understand what you're talking about. You're talking about, like, nah. And I'm not going to shit on nobody either, but all right, cool. I'm in the wrong room. Personally, I'm in the wrong room. This shit crazy. And as I left, one of the producers pulled me aside. He was like, yo, man, this is crazy. And I'm trying to find a way to, like, redo the results. But I'm like, man, you ain't got to worry about it. He said, man, I could tell by your energy. And this is what he said to me. And this is a spiritual thing. He was like, I could tell by your energy, man, based on your vibe. You know, you got good records. You got good Instagram. You got good presence. You traveling. And I could tell by your vibe that you're his. And I'm like, what? He said, yeah, everybody, all the staff been talking about you since before you got here and while you was here. Everybody was excited. So it doesn't really make sense to any of us how they made that decision, especially in the first round. We don't get it. And I was like, all right, I don't get it either. But it's not up to me to get it. It's up to me to move on with it. And he was like, I could tell by your energy that you're his. And he said, the way he said you're his was like profound to me. I was like, I never heard anybody say that before. He said it like as if there was a guy in the room and I'm a part of his gang. He's like, I could tell by your energy that you his, you know? And I'm like, okay, if this producer could see that, then so did them judges in front of the screen. They saw that too. So if I walk inside of this room and people immediately want me out of the room before I even like get to do what I do, then I just gotta understand I'm a part of one gang and they're a part of another gang. And that's that. And that shit got spiritual. And that's when it became spiritual for me. And I'm like, okay, I get it now. And now I'm a little deeper into the conversation with God because I'm like, I walked inside a room and this producer, I could tell by your energy that you're his. Man, that's cool as fuck to me. I'm like, I never heard nobody say nothing like that in my life. I never heard it worded like that. But yeah, if I got to choose sides, I'm not going to choose the opposition side. I'm going to choose my creator side. And if my creator is real enough to where somebody like you could feel it all, I didn't say nothing about God up in here. I'm not a Christian rapper. I'm just talking my shit. But if you feeling that from here, then hey, so be it. And if you could feel it, so could the judges. Because they wanted me out of that room expeditiously. Like, I was like, okay. It was just weird to me. But as I look back on it, I'm like, bruh, they didn't want me in there. for whatever reason. And now my mindset is on some something different because I'm like, yo, I don't know what you people are so scared of. Like, if you let me get what's mine, I'll let you get what's yours. But I feel like you are invested in not letting me get what's mine. You're not letting me get what's mine. So now, whatever it is that you're so scared of that I'm going to take from you, I don't know what you're scared of that I'm going to take from you if I get successful, but I'm going to take it from you now. Now, I'm not as passive as I was before to where it's like, yo, if you let me be, I'm going to let you be. Now it's more like, nah, I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take that, and there's nothing you can do to stop me from taking it because it's mine anyway. And you trying to like beat around the bush and play, no, it's mine. If I came in here to take it over, I'm coming in here to take it over. I'm a little more merciless now because I'm like, these people will let you starve if it's given up to them. You know what I'm saying? To know somebody's a great artist and to know that someone else is paying for this opportunity for them to be here, they flew me out. They sought me out. I didn't beg for that shit, and I didn't call them. They was reaching out to me since 2019 to be on this damn show. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll do it. But so somebody else is paying for the opportunity and you're just a judge. You're actively invested in them not doing it. That's why you got to know who you are. You're his. That's some real stuff. And you got to be comfortable with that. And I'm cool with that. Because I'm like, yo, if I'm made in the image of God and I'm creative and I'm doing my thing, of course I'm made in the image of the creator. And you people are made in the image of like the manipulator. You made in the image of somebody else if you're not with this shit. You know, you got to be comfortable letting people have what's theirs, bro. Like, if this thing is mine, don't stand in the way of me getting it. If this room is mine, if these people are mine, if this position is mine, give it to me. Stop playing with me. And there are some people that will forever play with you and forever try to distract you and forever try to move you away from that thing because they don't want to give it up. And furthermore, there are some people that can't even allow you to stay in the room with them because for you to stay in this room, I would be losing. And you walking in like, how are you losing if I stay in the room, bro? My greatness ain't got nothing to do with you. That's where you're a little bit wrong. Because for them to allow you to stay in the room would give them the ability, would give the people that are there the ability to compare and contrast. They was the realest in the room until you walked in. They were the coolest in the room until you walked in. They were the most talented and amazing in the room until you walked in. There was a dancer that was top tier until Nat walked in the room. You know what I'm saying? There was an individual that was top tier until E.T. and Boo Queen and Hannah and Killy walked in the room. Like, they can't allow you to be in this room because now we're giving people the opportunity to compare and contrast. I'm the realest thing ever until someone like this walks in the room. And if they walk in, I can't let you stay here. I can't let you be up in here because now you fucking up my play. I done finally got these people and convinced them that I'm the realest nigga breathing. And then you gonna walk in the room and then they gonna be able to feel that shit. They're like, hold up. If you the realest in the room and you got all these struggle stories and you really made it up from the bottom, how come your story sounds so different than this person's story? Who my spirit tell me you made it up from the mud. I feel like you genuinely made it up from nothing. How come you feel a little different than this person? So now you're giving the people and they can't stand that because you're gonna give people the opportunity to revolt and go against you. That's why the people, even in the Bible, that's why the Roman Catholic leaders at the time had to get Jesus crucified. They're like, yo, his thunder is outshining us. He's getting people from the slums. He getting people activated. He doing miracles in the street. He making this thing pop. And we're the ones that are in charge of the church and in charge of the country. And we don't even got that much power over the people. They hate us, but they love him. We got to get him up out of here. You're going to have to leave because we got to be the only ones that these people love. You know what I'm saying? So you can keep running the game on them. So a lot of times you'll wonder why these people want to push you away and get you out of here and trick you and trap you and do all this and all that. It's like, because in order for me to keep running the game that I'm running on these people, you can't be up in here. You can't be up in this space with me. You can't be up in this place with me. Because if I let you stay in this room long enough, the people are going to realize that you're the real deal and I'm not. You're the real one. I'm not. And I can't let the real one be up in here. So it's like random haters will hate you because you walking in and you literally got all the real glory that they're lying and saying that they have. You got the real struggle and the real triumph that they lying and saying that they got. I made it up from nothing. You made it up from nothing. You had a car in high school. You got a 2-parent household. You had a savings account when you graduated. You had good money and good life. What the fuck are you talking about? What is your nothing? Your nothing look very different from my nothing. My nothing is an abandoned building in North Miami Beach where the toilet wasn't attached to the ground. You got to put a Walmart bag over the rim of the toilet, use the bathroom, and then walk around the corner and throw it away. My nothing is stealing water from the back of a hospital when I was a senior in high school, moving 3 times. Think of the logic of moving 3 times in 1 year. Now that I'm older, I understand what it is to break a lease. Like, we were living crazily. We didn't have any water in the house that we was living in. My version of nothing is fucking nothing. I was in Egypt near the pyramids, and I was looking at some of the kids, and I tapped my sister. I was like, yo, I'm looking at some of these kids barefoot on concrete, running inside of these like concrete structures. And I'm like, yo. And I tapped my sister. I was like, yo, you see these kids? You see the way they live? I know what this like. We know what this is like. We see the clothes hanging on the balcony. We see random wires running into the window. We see kids outside barefoot on concrete. To be barefoot on concrete says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, yo, I know what this is like. And then later that night, my sister tapped me like, yo, stop thinking that way, because all you're doing is like, you're continuing to like keep yourself in a poor frame of mind. If you remember all the poor days, you got to think a little more rich so you can have more riches. Stop doing that. Like, don't compare yourself to the struggle anymore. Stop keeping yourself so mentally, you keep yourself so close to the street and so close to the struggle that you're engulfed by it, that it begins to become you, because it occupies your mind more than abundance thoughts, more than rich thoughts, more than happy thoughts, more than prosperous thoughts. Don't allow yourself to liken yourself to that too much. And I was like, damn, okay. So she checked the shit out of me, but I couldn't help it. When I seen them kids, I'm like, yo, we know what this feel like. We're in another country, bruh. How do we know what this kid feels like? Because we was raised in America, but we was living like we was in a fucking third world country. You know what I'm saying? So my version of nothing and your version of nothing is radically different. And this is real. Like, I can cry tears of blood, and this is gonna be just as authentic as what I'm telling you. Like, I'm not creating this shit so I can have some cross to bear. I would gladly leave this cross and walk away from this shit. I wish I would have had a better or easier upbringing, because some of this shit scars you mentally, and there are holes in your brain that you can't really like. You work so hard to try to fill it in with positivity, or you work so hard to try to fill it in with something that could allow you to be positive and allow you to like create something for yourself in the future. But it's like, yo, there's still deeply embedded scars in your mind based on the things that you've seen. You know what I'm saying? The sad part is some of the shit, like, you know, the struggle was so hard sometimes you stop yourself to think like, damn, I wonder how much of that shit I repressed. I wonder how much of it I don't even remember anymore because it was too painful. You know? The way that like trauma works in the mind, the way the mind responds to trauma, I wonder how much shit I can't even remember because I would have rather died than remember this thing. How many things did I put effort to forget and then I actually forgot it because it was too painful? How many ass whoopings did I forget? How many times did I get punched or beat up or left outside or slept outside did I forget just so it doesn't bother me anymore as a child? And so as a man, I don't even remember that. Some of the shit that I talk about now, I don't even remember it until my sister tells me about it. Because sometimes, like, my older sister, she not thinking about none of that shit. My second oldest sister, she remembers all the struggles and she'll tell me about it. She's like, yo, you remember we lived in this? Remember this was an abandoned building? You remember we were sleeping in a... Do you remember at the time we were staying in Motel 6 in Broward? No, not Motel 6, Motel 8, whatever it was, Motel 6. And remember, like, every Monday we had to switch rooms, change from this room to this room to this room to this room. You didn't realize it. We thought we was on an adventure, but we was living in a motel at that time. We didn't have a house. Do you remember that time we was just kind of like kicking it? It felt like camping. We were really sleeping in the car because we didn't have nowhere else to go. And I would think back like, damn, and this is my older sister telling me about some of the things we had been through. That's like, oh, okay. If you don't remind me, then some of those things I really would have thought it was an adventure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really thought we was going to the beach on the weekends because we're going to the beach. I didn't think that we were staying there because we didn't have nowhere else to go. I thought that was an adventure. And then you think, and it makes you want to cry. It's like, yo, how much did my parents have to go through, bro, in order to even raise us? So your version of nothing and my version of nothing are a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when you walk outside of spaces, you'll be like feeling like, damn, why is this room rejecting me? The room is rejecting you not because of all the things that you're not. The room is rejecting you because of all of the things that you are. That if you are allowed to prosper in this space, you'll rewrite the entire room. You know what I'm saying? If I was allowed to stay in that space, in that room where them judges was at, they are actively aware that what I do would overpower what they do. You leave me in this room long enough, the room is going to become me, and I'm going to become the room, and it's going to change for me, because light overpowers darkness every time. Like, it don't work like that. Like, I could go into a dark cave, I could light one match, and I could see the entire cave from one match. Darkness runs away from light. But on a bright day, no amount of darkness can overtake the light. Like, if it's a sunny day outside, I can't light no little darkness. And the little darkness in here, 11,000 likes, appreciate you guys. I can't light no little darkness on a sunny day and have anybody care about this darkness. But in a dark cave, I can light one match and this shit overpowers the darkness in the cave. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people can't allow you to be up in their space. Sometimes when you feel like your rejection, when somebody says like, God's protection really look like your rejection, it's true. Your rejection really does look like that. You feel me? Your rejection really does look like that. And it's like, man, it won't make sense to you until you look back on it and you're like, man, I see now why I couldn't exist in that room. I see now why I couldn't stay in that space. I couldn't stay in that space because my energy was something different than what they wanted. You want toxicity and you want idiot shit. I'm out here fixing the problems of the world and you're benefiting on the problems of the world. So you can't stand me being up in here. I get it. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we are different, bro. We're categorically different. You belong to a different gang than me. So I can't be mad when you don't accept me. For you to accept me would be for you to admit defeat because I belong to a different team than you. That's it. You belong to one team. I belong to the other team. You found a way to benefit on the darkness and the confusion in the industry, and I found a way to benefit off of the light and the good shit, the shit that you could breathe freely and not have to worry about how you sleep at night. That's the kind of shit that I come for. And for me to walk up in this space would be for you to forfeit, and you're not going to forfeit to me. Ain't no nigga who been in the game 30 years gonna sit and let somebody who just walked into the industry like, oh, no, I'm not gonna let you have all this shit. You gonna have to go over there and do all the same dirt that I had to do in order to get up in here and be up in this industry. Thank you, Killy. Thank you for the gift. Appreciate you. I'm not gonna let you just take this from me. You're gonna have to go over there and put 30 years in the industry. You're gonna have to do a whole lot of ass kissing, a whole lot of coffee getting, and you're gonna have to go to all the Diddy parties that I had to go to in order for you to get, and you're gonna have to do all the ass kissing and shit that I had to do in order for me to give you a chance up in here. And you're gonna have to become a person that's like me, somebody who's willing to do anything to get it. And it's like, nah, I ain't gonna be like you. You a sucker. You was born a sucker. That's your business. I don't have to do any of that extracurricular shit. As long as I got the people and the people are willing to revolt in this bitch before I have to sell my soul to you, then that's just what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? When you real and you authentic, I don't gotta do any of that dumb shit. You had to do that shit because you didn't have no real authentic. You ain't had no real fire in you, bro. You don't got that kind of shit that you could stand on your business and be like, bro, I will rewrite this entire industry before I let it change me and break me. I came here to break you. No, that ain't gonna happen. I'm good. I don't gotta go to all them Diddy parties and do all that extra shit like you did. You a sucker. You was born a sucker. You was a sucker when you woke up. And if you keep talking that shit, you're gonna be a sucker when you go to sleep. That's your business. I don't got to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I am me. I came to this world to take this thing from you. I didn't come out here to negotiate with you. I don't negotiate with terrorists. I don't negotiate with the enemy in my mind, and I don't negotiate with the enemy in my presence. I'm not going to go back and forth about this shit. I came for what I came for. If you keep standing in my way, then that's a problem, and that's your problem. And I can't help you from what's about to come next because you can't stand like, what am I trying to say? Like an unstoppable force. Don't stand in between an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Them shits is going to collide. And that shit's going to have to collide. And if you try to get in the way of it, something bad will happen to you. And it's going to be bigger than me. It's not going to be like, it might be me telling you to move. But outside of that, it's going to be something bigger than me that's not going to allow you to stop this thing. Because it has to happen in order for the world to keep moving forward. Anybody who try to stop progress always gets ran over. And that's just what it's going to be. You know, you're not going to stop progress and have a good day or have a good life. It's just going to be what it is. You're over. Don't stand between a lion and his meal. Don't stand between that shit because you're going to get like just straight up fucked up in the process. And that's your business. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it just be like that. It was a tough situation, dog, but when I finally got right. Thank you, Chasing Smiles. Appreciate you. Thank you, Boo Queen. Nah, it was weird when they rejected me, but I look back at that and I'm like, man, I get it now. I'm different from y'all, man. Like, you can't allow me to win. For you to allow me to win would be for you to admit defeat, and you can't admit defeat. You know, you don't want to admit defeat. You know that I came to take all this shit from you. And I wasn't going to do that if you would have just let me get mine. But now that you like standing in my way, now I got to take it from you. I didn't mean to buy your house. I bought the whole block. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to buy your catalog. I bought everyone's catalog. I'm sorry. Like, I'm going to take your shit inadvertently now. You know what I'm saying? Because you're malicious and you think small and you're trying to stop people's progress. The fact that there are some label owners that will sign an artist and then shelf them, it's crazy to me. You signed me just so you could put me on the shelf so that I don't be competition for the other artists that you got that you already put money behind that sounds just like me. That's crazy to me. So you don't have to move out the way. That's what it is. I don't negotiate with an enemy in my mind. I don't negotiate with an enemy in my presence. I don't. We don't. That's just for the birds. That's for the birds and the bees, and we got no time for that shit. We don't negotiate with them. We're not gonna negotiate them with them today, tomorrow. Like, we're stern on that. That's not about to change. That no is a forever no. You know, but you got to be aware of that shit. A lot of people, and that's why reading the book The War of Art is so valuable, because the War of Art shows you the enemy. It shows you how this thing is popping up in your life. And there's a lot of ways that I was not aware. Like, yo, there's so many little fights that are happening that I wasn't aware of. I didn't think I had a choice in this matter. And it's like, no, you have a choice in this matter and in this matter. And when you do this and that happens to you, that's what's happening. So The War of Art is a really good book. You already know what's up, I hear. I know that's right. I'm telling you, bro. Like, we ain't about to move around for that shit. You know? It's like, yo, bro, you gonna keep trying to stop me from getting what's mine. And the more you do that, the more, like, it's like trying to stop a dam. You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to, like, block water from coming. The more you try to block the water, all you doing is making this thing heavier and heavier and heavier. And when I break through, I'm gonna break through and I'm gonna run over you, your house, your car, your friends, your family, your homies, your retirement. I'm gonna run over all that shit because you was not meant to stop this. Only one thing could stop this, and we not stopping. You feel me? Only God and me could stop this, and we're not stopping. You know what I'm saying? So what does it say in the Bible? If God be for me, who could be against me? It's real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you want me out there. Now I understand there's a good side and a bad side. And it was very good for me to get rejected in that room because it showed me, yo, there's so many different people in the industry that I may have wanted to hang out with. Maybe I wanted to work with you. Maybe I was willing to go to the studio with you. Maybe I was willing to partner with you. Maybe I was willing to drop a project with you. Maybe I was willing because I was thinking like, oh, you have more eyes on you than me. You have more followers than me. You have more industry recognition than I do. So it's good and it's advantageous for me. Now I understand clearly that is not true, and I'm happy. That avoided me a lot of trauma and a lot of bullshit because now I could tell if I don't like your vibe, I'm not working with you no matter what. I don't give a fuck if you're the biggest artist in the world. You could be Jay-Z. If I sit in your presence and I don't like your vibe, I'm not going to fuck with you. I'm not going to make that album with you. I don't care what nobody says. Yo, you turned down a project with you? Yeah. It ain't good. Why? It's not going to turn out good for that person. Why? Just trust me. Trust me when I tell you it's not going to turn out good for them, and it is going to turn out good for me, and I'm not going to go for that. So don't worry about it. Because your vibe is going to let you know. And I learned that a little while ago. It's like, yo, you could sit and justify working or living or hanging with somebody only for so long, because eventually that's just gonna hit the fan. And you knew that. You knew that was gonna hit the fan. How many people was kissing Tory Lanez's ass while he was hot, and then as soon as he went to jail, all those pictures is off social media now. Now ain't no more clout to chase, so all them homies, all them friends is gone with the wind. You know what I'm saying? Tupac said, I try to find my friends, but they blowing in the wind. It's gone. Why is that? Because it's not convenient. You knew this person was doing some shit on the low, and you knew that they're like, your time is limited and your boat is gonna crash one day, but I'm gonna get what I get in the interim. It's like, nah, you can't do that, bro. That boat is gonna crash. And when that boat crashes, it's not gonna turn out well for anybody who was on it. So if I go and I meet you and in your presence I could tell that you're not a great person, you're not a good person, it's not good to work with you, I'm just gonna try to get what I get. It's not gonna work out good for me. I gotta say, okay, what kind of person is this? You good or you bad? I'm not saying if you're nice or not nice. That's not good or bad. Are you a good person? And you willing to? Are you steadfast? Are you in your business? Are you in your bag? Or are you not? Because if you're not, and you're like a slimy person, and you're doing like quick shit, I know your story's not gonna turn out well. So let me make sure that I'm not a part of that story. No, I'm sorry. Yo, you turning down a lot of money right now. It don't matter. I'm good. I'm gonna go right back to the hustle. I'm gonna produce my own shows. I'm gonna pump this shit out, and I'm gonna do what I do. I'm not gonna work with this person. Yo, and people gonna look at you crazy. What are you talking about? It's opposite, man. I turned down deals from Cool and Dre. I turned down deals from Fat Joe. I turned down deals from Ted Lucas and Slip and Slide Records. I turned down deals from L.A. Reid, and I also turned down a deal from Max Goose, who was working for L.A. Reid at the time. Not because I'm stupid, but because I'm smart enough to know, nah, I don't have enough leverage to make a proper deal with you people right now. I met L.A. Reid in the studio, bro. This nigga jumped up and gave me a full-blown hug. And I was like, damn, I love it. He's like, man, I'm a fan of your stuff. And I'm like, oh, I appreciate that. I had a video. I used to have a video of him listening to my music, but it was sent to me and it was on my old phone, so I don't have it anymore. But I still got a video of Fat Joe talking to me like, I want to sign you. I want this. I want that. And my homies sometimes just try to like, bro, maybe we should have signed that deal. Maybe we should have signed it. When times get tough, they're like, maybe we should have signed. Maybe we should have signed. I'm like, bro, trust me when I tell you, there's no deal that's behind us that's better than the deals that's in front of us. Let's keep working. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep going forward. Trust me when I tell you, like, let's keep going. It's gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. Them people are not gonna lose interest because we're only gonna get better. That's it. Don't worry about them deals that we're good. We're smart. It don't feel like it right now, but you're in the best position in the world because you're free. You can do whatever you want. It don't feel like it at the moment, but you are free and you're capable. You can make any deal and any decision that you want right now. You're not shackled to some bullshit. Imagine somebody who's signed to Diddy right now. They're not happy that they're signed to Diddy right now. You know what I'm saying? Imagine somebody who's signed to Russell Simmons. You're not really happy that you're signed to Russell Simmons right now. It's a lot of bad shit happening. So like, be happy that you're free and you could chart your own course. You could chart your own path. You got the world at your fingertips. You can do whatever you want. Don't miss this point, man. Do what you want. Do what you was here to do. And when you walk inside of these spaces, any opportunity that comes at the cost of your integrity is not an opportunity. Let's remove that immediately from our minds. That's not an opportunity no more. That's not something at all that's an opportunity at all. Like, if I go into this space and it's like, oh, I got this opportunity for you, but it's gonna have you have to come and, you know, lay down or do this or do that. That ain't no fucking opportunity. That's a disrespect to my spirit. I'm good. I know how to get this shit popping myself. I'm good. You're trying to destroy who I am, like publicly and privately. You're trying to destroy me to me. Nah, that's great. I'm not gonna willingly destroy myself for your goofy ass. I already know how to get it. Like, y'all messed up. You know what I'm saying? IDK how to send a gift or work TikTok. Luna Bella 504. IDK how to send a gift or work TikTok. Boo Queen, somebody can they teach you how to send a gift? I think I don't know how to send a gift either because I just be going live. So I think hopefully one of the homies on the live can help. But yeah, man, any opportunity that comes at the cost of who you are as a person is not an opportunity, bro. That is, it's just a test. Either you're gonna pass it or you're gonna fail it, one or the other. But it's not gonna be something that turns out good for you. Anytime you're in a position where you're like, I could take this, but I don't really know. You got to try to justify it and create the reasons in your mind as to why it's good. It's like, okay, fine. Thank you, Boo Queen. I appreciate you. Luna Bella says that they don't know how to send a gift. Can somebody help Luna Bella work their TikTok on their end so that they can learn how to send a gift and work TikTok? Appreciate you guys. But yeah, that's what it is. So I learned that experience recently. Hey, Luna Bella, there you go. Appreciate you. Thank you for the gifts. Yeah, nah, man. I just learned that recently. Like, if it comes at the cost of your integrity, it's not good. Oh shit, I got it. LOL. Appreciate you, Luna Bella. And like anything that comes at the cost of you as a human being is not an opportunity. Like, stop calling it an opportunity. It's not an opportunity. It's disrespect. It just ain't gonna work. Luna Bella, appreciate you. Cheers. Hold on, where my cheers at? Cheers. Appreciate you, Luna Bella. Thank you for the hand heart. I'm at work, but I'm listening. I just want to say I'm impressed by your integrity. That is something. Yo, man, a friend of mine told me that yesterday, that she was impressed by my integrity, and I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I had to make a call to her some years ago, and it was like, hey, you know, I know that we have something going on in this kind of way, but it's not gonna work for this way and that way. So they just appreciated my integrity. Instead of like leading them on, I just like kept it real, like, oh, that ain't gonna work. So something that have money cannot buy that is very attractive. Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate that. No, it's real, man. It's your life, bro. At the end of the day, like, who are you in this shit for? Because at the end of the day, bro, you gotta face yourself in the mirror. I've shed enough hot tears in the mirror that I know exactly who I don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be this kind of person, and I'm not gonna justify doing goofy shit, you know, for money or for something like that. Dog, it ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? Still, I don't get all these other functions and badges. Definitely have to support those with God conscious. Thank you, Luna Bella. I appreciate you. And so, like, thank you. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, it's something that have enough horrible people in high positions. It's a fact. And there's way too many terrible people in high positions. Nat, what's up, Nat? Welcome to the live. Yeah, we just talking about integrity. Doing what you do for the sake of, like, doing it. Not for anything else. Anything that comes, any opportunity that comes at the cost of your integrity is not an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It just isn't. So let's remove that verbiage from our mind and let's always remind ourselves that it ain't that, bro. Like, it's a test. You know what I'm saying? The universe is going to test you and test your mettle and test your integrity and test your ability to do what you got to do before they give you anything. So be confident in yourself and be comfortable saying no to things that you really got no place being at. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't belong at that party. I ain't going to that party. The places that you are not in are just as valuable as the places that you are in. I heard that phrase a little while ago. Like, the rooms that you're not in are just as valuable as the rooms that you're in. If I know that you like in some like bullshit places, that's crazy. Thank you, Chasing Smiles. Appreciate you. Katana Malone, welcome, Katana. Like, all the rooms that you're not in are just as valuable as the rooms that you are in. If I know that you're in a cool place with some cool people, that's cool. That tells me a lot about your brand and a lot about your character. You know what I'm saying? But if I know that you're in some dark, evil, fucked up places, that also tells me a lot about your character. So when I go to these dark places and I don't see you, but then I go to these light places and I see you, then it's like, okay, that tells me who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? It's truly been an honor to see you grow. I just came over from IG. What up, Katana? Hey, good to see you. If you want to be a team member, click the exclusive gift list on the bottom, for sure. You've been pushing me to keep pushing. Hey, absolutely, Katana. Like, I'm happy that you're up in here. That's what this space is for. You know what I'm saying? I had no intention of what going live was going to produce or going to be about, but I'm very happy that I feel like we're doing something that's helping people. You know what I'm saying? And that's really, it's really gratifying, you know, because a lot of times we won't know what to do. We won't know what the next move is. And sometimes just hearing somebody tell their own story, we can add it to our story and be like, oh, okay, now I know what to do. Now I know which way to go, you know? So I appreciate you. Thank you for tapping in. You know, thank you for giving purpose to the space. If nobody was in here, I'll be talking to myself with all the shit that I already know because I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? But as we grow and we share these experiences, it allows everybody to like, it contributes something, even if it's a small scale, you know, even if it's something simple as a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. It's like, yo, that's a bar. And I've heard that for years. And I saw a little Instagram post with a candle lighting another candle. And I was like, that's true. A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. We should never feel bad about inspiring people. We should never feel bad about giving what we got to people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, let's give it up. Let's do what it is that we do. What are we waiting for? Why are we acting like, I got something special, so I got to hide it? No, I'm not saying give the world your gift, but I'm saying like give the world the gift that you're programmed to give the world. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit there and be like, my story is too valuable or my story is not important, so I'm not going to share it. No, share that shit. Because you'd be surprised at how it helps other people. You know what I'm saying? I just finished telling stories about how like my starting from zero is different than somebody else's starting from zero. Me starting from the bottom is different than somebody else's starting from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? My bottom is my bottom. Your bottom is your bottom. My bottom look like abandoned buildings and Section 8 and food stamps and stealing water and living in Motel 6 and shit. Somebody else's bottom is they didn't have a car in high school, but they come from a two-parent high school. They come from a two-parent household. They got money. They got savings. They got a checking account. They got credit. By the time that they graduate from high school or college, the college already paid up. And then they're going to start a podcast and be like, I started from the bottom. It's like, yeah, not really. No, you didn't really start from the bottom. I'll be honest with you. Like, you didn't. That's not really starting. Starting from the bottom is starting like from the bare bottom to where like your parents love you. They love you. I know my parents love me, but they just aren't physically and financially in a position to help me do some of these things. We didn't ever go on family vacations or family trips. You know what I'm saying? We never had those things. I never went fishing, and I wasn't able to go into like organized sports and nothing like that. Anything I ever wanted in my life, I had to fight for and I had to work for it and get it myself because my parents were so busy struggling that they had to struggle. And so I had to go and I had to figure out how to help them not struggle so much. And you know, it weighs on you after a while. It weighs on you after a certain point in time, and it gets tough and it gets difficult, but it all adds to who you are as a human being. I don't cry about my plight in life because I thank God that I was born where I was born at, because I know what real love is. I know what love is. I know what power is. I know what like being educated is. I know what kindness is. People who help you when there's no way for you to help them back. You know what I'm saying? People who give to you when there's nothing that you can give them back. Like, I know what that is. So I would never want to have sacrificed my childhood for somebody else. As difficult as it was, I'm still very thankful that I went through that shit because I know what love is. I may not know what money feels like, and I may not know what like all this other shiny shit feel like, and I may not know what consistency and security and like all these other things feel like as a kid, but I know what love is. So if I know what love is, I can figure the rest of that shit out. Shit, even feeling loved as a child is a luxury. It is a luxury. I had two parents that loved me, bruh. They couldn't give me all them things that other kids had, but they gave me the shit that mattered. I obviously had enough food to survive, so I'm here, you know. And now I know what it's like to give to somebody. Now I know what it's like to like put your life on the line for someone. Now I know what it's like to be dedicated to something that's bigger than yourself. you know, and it doesn't cost you money. It costs you a feeling. It costs you care and consideration. It costs you something that you can't see. I told this the other day, like, a lot of people think that if you have money, you're rich. And it's like, no, having money doesn't make you rich. My riches is like in 3 T's: trinkets, triumphs, and treasures. A trinket is anything that you could buy. A trinket is anything you could buy, from a cup of coffee to a jumbo jet. If I could throw money at it and not care what it is, it's a trinket. Boom, I could buy clothes, houses, cars, you know, just throw money at it and I get it. That's a trinket. Nothing more than a fucking trinket. Your triumphs is the thing that you do in life. Like, what are you doing with your time? Are you conquering something? Are you writing a book? Are you giving something? What are you giving to society? You got to give something to society. You got to give something to people. That's a triumph. And your treasures are the things that you can't pay for. A treasure is something like a warm hug on a day when you really needed just a fucking hug. That's a treasure. A memory, an experience that you had. Things that you can't pay for. The love of a loved one. The love of your child. The kindness of your mother. The kindness of your father. Soup on the day that you're sick, that you didn't pay for the soup. Like, that's treasure. So you got trinkets, you got triumphs, and you got treasures. That, to me, if you got all 3 of those, you're a truly rich individual. If you only got money, you're not rich, because you're missing out on triumphs and treasures. And if you got triumphs and you don't got the other ones, then it's like, okay, you're triumphantly rich in that category. Or if you got treasures, then you're really rich if you got treasures. But like, in order for me to consider myself rich, I gotta have all 3. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have the trinkets and the triumphs and the treasures. But it all starts with the treasures first, then you triumph. Because treasures, if you got treasure in your life, you can find a reason to triumph over something. You know what I'm saying? If I got a treasure in my life, then I find a reason to go and trample over anything that I need to trample over. You know what I'm saying? And if I got treasures and triumphs, and if I'm triumphing over something, if I'm getting something, and if I'm beating something up in life, if I'm conquering something, that's going to bring me the riches. You know what I'm saying? That's going to bring me the riches anyway. So if you get your treasures right, and then your treasures motivate you to conquer something, and you get your triumphs right, and then you get your triumphs right, as soon as you start triumphing over something, the world is going to take notice. And they're going to be like, yo, this person is beating this shit up. All right, cool. And then you're going to start making money from it. So it's like, everybody think that they're rich when they just get the money, but it really, like, this is how you really become rich. Treasures, triumphs, and trinkets. That's what it goes. Are you sure you're 30 years old? I think so. Facts. Shit, even feeling love that shot right. I can only credit God for my heart. God and experience showed me heart and love. I love that. That's amazing. You hit me with that yesterday. I'm shedding and sat in identities, and I had something I treasured. I kind of don't know what this means. You hit me with that yesterday. I'm shedding and sat in identities. I have something I treasured. I'm shedding identities that I had because I have something that I treasured. I don't know what this means really. I'm trying to read that one. You hit me with that yesterday. I'm shedding and sat in identities. I have something I treasured. Oh. You hit me with that yesterday. I'm shedding and sat and identified. I have something I treasure. Okay. So you're sitting and identifying something that you treasure? Yeah, man. It's life though, bro. And it's going to do what it is going to do. And you can affect change every single day of your life. Always remember that. You got the options and you got the power. You got the capacity and the ability to do anything you want in this life. You know, don't let anybody ever put their limitations on you. You can do whatever you want. Somebody could sit and be like, oh, you can't do that. And it's like, nah, partner, you can't do that shit. I can. It's not possible. It's not possible. You're right. It's absolutely impossible for you. It's very, 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 very possible, likely, and probable for me. There's levels to this shit. Like, don't put yourself in between me and mine, because you're just gonna get ran over like a train. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very possible for me. I'm moving, trying to decide what to keep. I thought I had nothing worth taking. I'm moving, trying to decide what to keep. I thought I had nothing worth taking. Trying to decide what to keep. Man, a homie of mine's put me in perspective when it comes to physical things. He was like, anything that you have in your life, if you haven't seen it in 6 months, you don't need it. Get rid of it. He said he got that from some Chinese lady on HGTV. She's like, anything in your life, anything you have in your life, like a physical thing, like a physical material thing, anything you have in your life, if you haven't seen it in 6 months, then you don't need it. Throw it away. And so now every time I look around my crib, I'm like, have I seen this in 6 months? Have I used this in 6 months? If I haven't used it in the last 6 months, then I don't need it. So I got to throw it away. I'm moving, trying to decide what to keep. I thought I had nothing worth taking, but I found something treasured. That's what's up. What'd you find? Are you sure you're only 30 years old, Hannah? Yeah, I believe I'm 30 years old. That's the beauty again. That's the beauty of like reading books. You know what I'm saying? The beauty of reading these books, it allows you to like incorporate and assimilate and appropriate knowledge from other people in other places that like I can be beyond my years because of what I see. I'll be honest, man. I wrote some books way back and never published them. Oh snap! You gotta publish some things. Yo, look, take those books and upload it. Go straight to Amazon. Make you a KDP account and get Amazon to publish that thing for you, bro. Kindle Direct Publishing. That's how I got my books made. Where's my book? My book is over there. All right, I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back. Materialize. Going Kindle Direct Publishing. Hold on, let me see. I have so much to give as well, but getting it out of my mouth is hard. Just hold up. You just follow. I'm working on 2 projects right now. Okay. My message keeps getting lost in the midst of the responses. I wrote a book via KDP as well. That's what's up. Yeah, this is my book. Materialize, my top 10 manifestations. The top 10 dopest moments that I've ever materialized. This is a paperback too, but the hard copies look crazy. But I sold all my hard copies at my last concert, so I only got the paperback one. Yeah, Materialize, my top 10 manifestations. It's funny because I look like an angel in this thing. It's a really cool picture that we took in Miami. But yeah, how I manifested sway, being on the radio, free trips, love, business partners, music career, revolt, going viral. Yep. All my life I felt as though I had no hope of getting what I desired. Everything I ever wanted felt out of reach from me because I couldn't see how to get it from where I was. It's a great book. You got to tap in. Mm-hmm. Yep. And so make you a KDP account. Chapter 8, Chapter 7, Chapter 6, Chapter 5 for the Revolt Music Conference. I did some crazy shit at Revolt. It was awesome, actually. How I got my Jeep and how I got my condo, my music career, everything. I just kind of tell you how I manifested everything. And not only that, I tell you how I manifested the things in the book, and then I added photos just so you know it's for sure. Like, boom, music career, that's me at Capitol Records. This is me in Cali shooting something. This is me on 99 Jams on the radio. This is me on other stations at the radio. This is me on Sway. This is me at Revolt. Like, I did some crazy, and this is Revolt reposting me. You know what I'm saying? Took a shot and rapped in front of music executives. Shit was a vibe and killed it. I really shut down this conference, though. That was very different. Yeah, this is when I went viral with the Cardi B freestyle. Like, that shit went crazy. And then Cardi B reposted it. She reposted my freestyle. So, boom, WAP challenge. Cardi B was like, fire. And she reposted it. And that was a vibe. And this is my relationship. This is my girl. And yeah, oh yeah, this is my condo. This is me getting a Jeep. This is me going on a free trip to New York. I done a lot. This is my live shows. Yup. Materialize, my top 10 manifestations. It's a quick book too. It's only 10 chapters. So I'm like, yo, I don't think I'm some like genius. I have no idea. I don't think I'm some genius when it comes to like teaching people shit. I don't profess to be a teacher at all, but I have done some dope shit and I would love to tell you how I did it. I learned some shit. I applied that shit and then I went and I did some shit. So yeah, I just kind of telling my story. Top 10 manifestations. Yeah, get you a KDP account and get that made up. All you got to do is upload your manuscript and they'll make it for you. I have so much to give as well, but getting it out of my mouth is hard. You just flow. But see, I didn't always just flow. I could be very awkward on this camera, but You do it until you start and you go through the ugly phases. It's gonna be ugly in the beginning. You get by those ugly phases, and before you know it, you're gonna have long, beautiful hair, and you're gonna have like a dope following, and it's gonna be a vibe. I'm working on 2 projects right now, Lexi, but I've been trying to do more content here. Chasing some miles. Thank you for the roses. Here and get followers this past week. You doing good, Lexi? I'm basically getting lost. Katana says she wrote a book via KDP as well. Katana, hey yo, y'all show some love to my homegirl Katana. She came over from the Instagram side. She's a really dope, awesome individual. I met Katana on the set of a movie that she was acting in. She was acting in some movie that they were shooting, and I just happened to be on set because my homeboy was a director at the time. And she's an awesome actress. I don't know if she's still acting, but she's an awesome individual beyond the acting as well. Yeah, I was young, and there were poetry, so mad, vulnerable. I wasn't ready to share with the world. You got to share that. I want to send it to you. You're a part of my inspiration. Ah, awesome, Katana. Send it to me. Y'all be great. Off to work. Peace, Luna Bell. See you later. Let me see the book, please. Yes. Let me see. Hold up. Send it to me, Katana. That book is fire. Y'all check it out. The audio's on YouTube as well. Honestly, yeah. And I took it a step further. You can. It's the audio book, so you could go on all the streaming sites that got my music. I didn't know if other people do this, but I'm like, I got my recording equipment. I can record this shit myself. So I recorded my own audiobook, and then I uploaded it like it was an album. I'm like, yo, go listen to it. So if you type in King Hoodie Materialize, spelled with a $, then you'll listen to me read the actual book to you. The book is fire. It's on YouTube. Yeah, it is. You can listen to the whole thing today. I like that physical version though. It's beautiful. Thank you. That was awesome. Congratulations. Thank you. Do you have this link on your YouTube channel pinned on your channel just in case I forget the name? Yeah, absolutely. If you go to my YouTube, it's Materialize, my top 10 manifestations. It's in my Spotify, it's in my Apple Music. You can listen to it while you ride in the car. But yeah, you can go and check it out on YouTube. There's a whole playlist that's like Materialize, my top 10. Actually, it's in the podcast section. So if you go to my King Hoodie YouTube channel and go to the podcast section, the entire audiobook is there. I just read every chapter to you so you can just chill and listen to it. And I like it because I upload that shit like it's an album. So I'll be fucking people up sometimes. They go to my thing like, yo, I went on your Spotify so I could find a song, and I ended up, this one girl messaged me. She's like, I ended up listening to your whole audiobook by accident, but I loved it. I was like, it just be like that. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. Enjoy the story. Yeah, you're dope for that. Thank you. Absolutely. Yes, 708-2. Go live. Thank you for the love, for real. Yeah, Lexi only needs 7 more followers, so let's get Lexi those 7 followers so she can start going live. Oh, word? Let me go listen to that audiobook. Yeah, go and listen to the audiobook. It's a vibe. It's just me reading it. It's me reading you the entire story. Like, yo, this is how I manifested this, how I manifested that. I sat down. I thought about it. I did this. I read this book that said this, and so I did this, and so I got this, I got that. I should have put, like, my credit journey in there, too. I should have been like, yo, this is how I got my credit to be perfect. But it wasn't really a manifestation. But yeah, I'm about to jump off the live. I hope this live served you guys. I hope this was an incredible live stream for you guys. I hope that it was beneficial. I hope it was productive. I felt like I was kind of all over the place in this one, but I still believe that it's worth listening to. Hold on, let me see. I have a 4-month-old now, so audiobooks are life. Oh, that's what's up, Katana. Congratulations. That's what's up. Congratulations, Katana. Congrats on your new life. You got a 4-month-old. Thank you again. Have a great weekend. Absolutely. Y'all have an amazing weekend. Y'all have an amazing day. Happy Friday. Y'all get to the bag. Y'all get to your higher frequencies and your higher vibrations. And if you like this live and any of the other lives, you can jump straight over to the King Hoodie YouTube channel. All the lives are there. You can go and rewatch any which one you want. There's a playlist on there that says TikTok live replays, and they're all there. And I'm uploading more right now, so eventually you're gonna see like episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and that's just what it is. I'm kind of glad the YouTube freezes. I needed to rejoin the collective energy. I've been in a funk. Man, yeah. Hey, see, the universe worked in your favor today, because there's no reason why I should have froze like that, and it did, because now it's working perfectly, I believe. So it worked in your favor, Boo Queen. So it's the universe drawing you back into this family dynamic. Pull up. See you on YouTube. Icy Angels, I love and I appreciate you. Icy be watching the YouTube for real. So if you're a real one, jump straight over to the YouTube channel and watch some of those videos, man. Watch them. You can share them with your friends. You could replay it if it was something that you like. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, tap in, tap in. Yesterday was the anniversary of my baby's. Oof, and I've been out of it. I'm sorry to hear that, Boo Queen. That's tough. Yeah, you're going through it right now. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, man. I'm sorry about that. That's super tough. But Man, yeah, you know you got a support system up in here, Boo Queen. You know you got some family and friends up in this live stream, and we here for you. For real. All day. Straight up. Thank you for the good vibes. You already know, all day we're going to be up in here with these good vibes. Like, it's never going to not be good vibes. We appreciate you for being up in here with these good vibes, you know? And we all go through stuff, man. So sometimes it's good to get social, and it's good to get active, and it's good to, like, move around and get it popping, you know? So I'm happy that you came up in here, Boo Queen, for real. And you're very strong. And I know God is going to help you through this space and give you new understanding as to why, you know, maybe certain things happen. But I appreciate you for being up in here. Riri, what's up? Appreciate you, Boo Queen. For real. Appreciate you. Thank you for the good vibes. All right. We're going to jump up out of this space. Y'all have an incredible Friday. Love it. Happy to see you guys as always. I might go live streaming later today, and I also might, if I want to mess around, again, like last night, we want to do some music live streaming, but I'll probably end up popping in tomorrow too, and then maybe Sunday as well, but we're going to be here, all right? See y'all later. Y'all have an incredible day. Hi, I came earlier but had a meeting. Enjoy your day. Riri, you have an incredible day today. Yeah, and if you want to rewatch this one, all those lives on YouTube. Which lives? Is which live on YouTube? 90% of the lives that we do up in here are, like, I'm actually putting up some of the ones that ain't do it. Right. Dan B, hey, Boo Queen, Dan B said this on IG. He said, Boo Queen, peace and love, we here for you. If that's what if you need, that's what this is for. Exactly. Dan B says, Boo Queen, peace and love, we here for you. If you need, that's what this is for. Yeah, so, yeah, Boo Queen, he hollering at you. All those lives on YouTube at night. So last night was real impromptu. I could put that live up, but it was really just us listening to music. So we were just, I don't even know if, like, YouTube is probably going, I mean, I don't know what YouTube's going to do to it. I could put that one up if y'all like it, but I didn't have that one streaming connected to the system or nothing like that. I just kind of like turned it on and we're just hanging out. If y'all want me to upload that one, I can, but yeah, I was just messing around last night. And there was a lot of like late night commentary. I don't know if we want that one up on the space. Boo Queen was like letting us know, like, oh, this is the at night vibe. Thanks, Dan. Boo Queen said thanks, Dan B. What's your YouTube channel name? King Hoodie. Go on King Hoodie. KingHoodie on YouTube. I should be the first one. Or just type in King Hoodie Raps. King Hoodie Raps, the same way it is on here, and it should take you straight to the YouTube. Or you can go to my page after this live is done, or you go to my page right now. The link in the bio, if you hit it, then YouTube should be the second option there. The first one should be the tickets for the show that's happening on April 12th, and the second one should be the YouTube link. So yeah, you can go straight there, subscribing always helps, and then watch the videos. You know what I'm saying? You can watch any of the YouTube. All of our lives are dope though. Like I haven't been in a live yet that hasn't had at least some level of like profound conversation in it. So just about all the lives are really good. I've been hearing some sound. Don't put that live up, buddy. I'm telling you, what? Live was wild last night. Yes. Oh boy. Put that live on the subscription only part of TikTok. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good idea. Put that live on the subscription only part on TikTok. Okay, that's what we're gonna do then. I don't know how to do that, so only the fam seeing that side. Oh, that's a vibe. That's a great idea. Shout out to you, Boo Queen. There's the book. Katana on IG. Put the book link. Here's the book. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna upload that live to the subscription only side, and that actually makes a vibe. So it'd be like the vibes after dark and then the vibes during the day. You know what I'm saying? That's a great idea. I like that idea a lot. Ask ET. I didn't care how, but I know you can. All right, I'm definitely gonna ask ET about that. All right, I'm jumping off the live. I gotta give me something to eat. I'm starving. I'm gonna see you guys later. Happy Friday. Enjoy the day. Today's payday for a lot of people, so enjoy that money. Splurge on yourself. Do something nice for yourself today. Get into a frequency. Change up your vibe. Change up your habit today. If you got to go eat on the other side of town, or if you got to go like do something that you wouldn't normally do, maybe go to a spa, maybe go to a sauna. You know what I'm saying? Do something completely different, and you're going to see how your life is different. Go hang out in just a different area of town today, and you're going to see how your vibes change. Hey! And you're going to see how your vibes change. All right? I'm going to see y'all later, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, Icy. Thank you for the mustache. Yup. Appreciate you guys. Last shout out, please. Lexi is the homie. Lexi's looking to go live. She just needs 7 more followers in order for her to go live. So y'all tap in with the homie Lexi so she could get herself activated and get it popping on that side so we can see what Lexi is working with on the live tip. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with Lexi. Yeah, finna go get a fruit bowl. Oh, that's what's up. Dragon fruit for the win. Got it. Just being me. Have a great day. Have a great day, y'all. All right, I'm gonna see you guys later. Peace, Icy. Peace, all the homies up in the live. And I will tap in with y'all at another time. Peace. Have a good day.